So in this video, we're going to discuss the current Camp Lejeune litigation, Camp Lejeune lawsuit, and the whole claims process that we're seeing. Stan, and this is it's kind of peculiar because they've created a fund for Camp Lejeune victims. And in a previous video and regarding another page on our website, we discussed the symptoms that many of these veterans are facing and they're showing up with. Why are they filing lawsuits? Why are lawsuits being filed in this? And they're being filed in the Eastern District of North Carolina, which is where Jacksonville, North Carolina is. That's where MCAS New River, it's Marine Corps Air Station New River, and where Camp Lejeune, where our Marine Force and Corps were based at. But why are they filing lawsuits? Why aren't they just going through the settlement fund? What's the whole purpose?
Well, right now we've got a couple of different things going on. We've got this Camp Lejeune water contamination lawsuit that we're pushing forward. And at this point, most everything we're doing is based on the Camp Lejeune Compensation Act that was just passed. Everything's going through an administrative process if you qualify. Okay, we've got a number of different qualifying conditions and a number of different chemicals that people were exposed to. However, this isn't the only thing that happened at Camp Lejeune. There are a number of different things, and we kind of get into some other things, but Camp Lejeune was also someplace that they used copious amounts of AFFF. Okay, aqueous film forming foams for firefighters. So there's some issues over there floating out with AFFF. But what we're really talking about and what most people are focusing on these days is the Camp Lejeune water contamination lawsuit. That is the Camp Lejeune lawsuit you hear about so much, where you got all the different Camp Lejeune lawyers and attorneys out there circling, trying to get the cases. So you're going to hear commercials, you're going to hear ads, you're going to see all different kinds of stuff. What it's important to do, though, is make sure that you go with a firm that understands the different things that it takes to drive value and make sure you get your compensation and you're in the front of the line. And that's basically what it boils down to.
And not just settling for pennies on the dollar either. That's willing to litigate these cases in federal court in the Eastern District of North Carolina, has the resources and affiliated with either local counsel in North Carolina or law firms, including ourselves, that handle these cases on a national level.
Yeah. Oh, if you go to, Joe Schmo in Middle Idaho, okay, and he tells you he's going to handle this claim all by himself and run. Okay, what you want to do is you want to be working with people that know what they're doing, okay? People that, and typically it's people that are handling a lot of these cases. They handle them in conjunction with other attorneys. You're on the cutting edge of what's happened. You need to be proactive if changes happen, okay? Compensation is what this is all about, okay? The whole thing about Camp Lejeune lawsuits is getting people paid for what happened to them. But that's not a definitive amount. I can pay you $1 and you got paid for what happened to you. Your claim may be worth $100,000, maybe worth $1 million. And that's where the skill set of the attorney comes in. It's going with the skilled attorney, going with someone who knows what they're doing and is skilled in handling these types of claims, going to make sure you get in that maximum compensation bucket. Make sure you've got the documentation that needs to be out there, because there's several different things you need to prove up your claim. If you don't have them, you don't prove up your claim.
And the reason, though, I'm seeing many of these Camp Lejeune lawsuits being filed right now, in actual lawsuits, not going through the whole settlement process and targeting the fund, I believe, and you tell me if I'm wrong, is just based on the level of damages associated with different medical conditions, such as like esophageal or kidney or colon cancer worth X amount of dollars, and then trying to take it out of the fund and trying to litigate this case in federal court to get appropriate value for the case if the fund is undermining the value.
I've seen that, and I'm trying to read between the lines on some of it, because the fund has language in there saying that you can't file a lawsuit until after you exhaust the administrative process. You've got to go through the administrative process to file the lawsuit. Now, whether these are some people that may have been through the administrative process previously and were denied and now feel that they can file a lawsuit, you don't know, because it's just now this stuff is starting to get filed. But there's sort of what I would call three separate areas of real sort of compensation. One is the medical care, okay? Getting fixed, getting the medical care related to the claim. That's the most basic. level. That's sort of like ground zero. Then sort of your next tier up is the veterans disability benefits. So on top of your medical care, you get some disability benefits from the Veterans Administration for having a service-related disability. Both of those pots have been there already. Those are established. They've been ways people have been able to sort of deal with their Camp Lejeune exposure cases in the past. Now we've got this fund where you go that third layer, and that's when most people think about injuries compensation lawsuits. It's this third layer. Put some money in their pocket for what they've been through. Not just a little bit of money along the way, not just, hey, here's help with your medical care, but pay you for the way your life has been changed. Okay, if you've got Parkinson's, life is vastly different. It didn't play out the way you expected. Now's when you're getting the compensation you deserve for that stuff.
So Stan and I, we're partners at Dolman Law Group. We're a national practice that's handling Camp Lejeune cases on a national basis. We're located in Florida. Our local number is 727-451-6900. National number is 833-55-CRASH. We handle a lot of personal injury cases. Some of it comes referred by other lawyers who entrust us to handle some of their biggest claims. Stan's board certified in civil trial litigation. I've handled thousands of lawsuits where I've served as lead counsel. We look forward to helping you in investigating your Camp Lejeune claim. So if you want more information from our Camp Lejeune lawyers, you can reach us anytime again, 833-55-CRASH, or go on our website, www.dolmanlaw.com. Stan, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I want to add, you almost made us sound a little small there when you say we're in Tampa, okay? Just so you know,
we're all over the
we're
place.
Physically located in Tampa. How many offices do we have now, Matt?
We have 16 around the country, 13 or 12 that are based here in Florida, but we have affiliate relationships with some of the top trial lawyers throughout the nation. So if ever we need to file a lawsuit in a specific jurisdiction, we have local counsel available to bring us into the case so we can file it anywhere.
I mean, I know we've got offices in Boston, New York, Houston, so we've got more of a nationwide reach, but we're a Florida-based firm, but we can help you out wherever it is that you are in the country. We can handle your Lejeune or Camp Lejeune water contamination lawsuit.
100%. I really appreciate you looking at our video or listening to our video or viewing our video, and just give us a call today for a free consultation and case review. Stan and I stand by ready. Thank you.